see that? Fresh chemtrails. Breathe them while they're hot. That jet, the new fresh chemtrail right there, you can clearly see from the angle relative to the horizon that that jet is not at altitude yet. It is climbing. And when you're in Vancouver, you can follow the trajectory of its climb, and I would guesstimate that those jets are taking off and turning on their chemtrail spray around Salem. They're at lower elevation, and then they are climbing from there on, spraying all the way up over till they cross Cowlitz County up here. And they turn it off, and then they fly back and do it again. Oh look, he's turning, he's doing some curves. They're probably gonna spell out letters and stuff. They like to put triple X's up there a lot. And you know, I refer you to my 2014 Thanksgiving video where I walk out my shop, I have the camera on, I look up, and there's no chemtrails. Oh, except for 3 big circles going over the entire city. And you can see all 3 of them still. Yeah, like people get in jetliners, and the jetliners fly in circles over the town for, you know, an hour or so. I mean, these were big circles. They covered the entirety of the county. And that's all there was at first, and then they sprayed it out completely. In 2014, they sprayed it out hard. From Thanksgiving until New Year's, the sun never came out probably. It was just straight up sprayed. And that's when I was getting really, really sick and almost dead. So if it seems like I've got a bit of a beef about this shit, I do. It's cost me my livelihood, my health, and I have to go through all sorts of extremes in order just to try and stay where I'm at now. And my treatments are of my own making and my own discovery, and they work. I'm still alive. That's the proof. And I look better and I feel better. But the Morgellons issue hasn't gone away, and you know, this CV-19 nonsense is a cover story. You know, our military that is poisoning us and runs everything needs a cover story so that when they decide to turn on the 5G kill beam and electrify, oh, there's a fresh one too right there. When they turn on the 5G kill beam and electrify our bodies via the nanoparticle antennas that are forming links inside of us because we're breathing them, they're bypassing our blood-brain barrier, and they're making themselves into chains that align themselves with their magnetic north and south poles as the electricity passes through them from the 5G beam. They become charged because their wavelength is the same. They align themselves positive to negative and form long strands in your skin. They grow through you, through the pores of your cells, through your cells. And if you have any sense at all about, you know, how radios and wireless works, it's really easy to understand wavelengths and electricity traveling through the air, and it doesn't seem to interfere with anything until it gets to an antenna that's the right size, and then it's picked up and conducted inside that antenna. Well, the antennas are by the billions, and they're inside your body. Keep on thinking that your disorders are natural and that your doctor's trying to help you and he doesn't know any better, and that we don't know what these toxic metals can do. Oh gee, there's never been any studies done. Bullshit. We knew what aluminum oxide, barium, strontium did in the 1800s. Okay, the idea that we don't know now is utter retardation in people who think that their doctor's a good person, or, you know, he might be. There's a lot of doctors that are dumb as a box of rocks. They learned exactly what they were told to learn, and they repeat it exactly the same, and then they get their check. And they know better than to think outside of the box, or think on their own, or make any discoveries, because you don't want to do that if you're a doctor, because then you'll get ostracized for you know, not following the guidelines that are set forth for you, and you'll be kicked out of the system and you know, blackballed. But I digress. Fresh chemtrails! Breathe them while they're hot!